New comic releases for March 29th. Let's start the show. Hey, it's Matt with MJZ Comics. Welcome to Speculation Sunday, where we talk about the new comic book releases for the upcoming week. This video, we're going to cover books coming up from March 29th. The books that we think are good pickup, good key issues for you to look at. First book I want to look at is Unstoppable Doom Patrol #1. Now, this is the first appearance of Beast Girl, who has the power to affect moods. And it also is the debut of new Crazy Jane personalities. For you comic book fans, historians out there, Beast Boy with a B first appeared in the Doom Patrol #99 from November of '65, where he has animal morphing abilities. So that's a Silver Age book. We always like to recommend these books that are first appearance key issues that are coming out. Just a reminder, these are our opinions. We're not telling you to go buy these. This is just what we do to fund the hobby, grow our collection, and hope to sell these books when they rise in price if these characters heat up. Now, as far as Unstoppable Doom Patrol #1, there are several variants out there. I'm looking at the regular cover. It does look like Beast Girl is on the cover, so I don't think any of the variants are going to be a must-have unless you just absolutely love the cover. I think the regular cover will do for this book. But once again, a first appearance, Beast Girl, a #1. This is definitely a book to look into. If you like these videos, make sure you like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. And check out our Speculation Sunday videos. We come out every Sunday. Books coming up for the upcoming week. New comic book day on Wednesday. Next book is Venom Lethal Protector Volume 2, Issue 1. Now, Venom is arguably one of the most popular Spider-Man villains in comic history. And Spider-Man is arguably the most collected character in comic books. So this is going to be a 5-issue limited series that returns Eddie Brock and the symbiote's violent past. So I think this is going to go back to some classic 90s Eddie Brock, Venom type storyline. For you Venom fans out there, Venom Lethal Protector #1 from February of '93. Yes, that beautiful red cover. That also has several of those different colored variants, including the black Error cover, which might be one of the most expensive Venom books in existence. So Venom Lethal Protector Volume 2, #1. Venom front and center on the cover. It's a #1. Who isn't a Spider-Man and a Venom fan? This is a great book to look into. There also is, I believe, an Alex Ross variant, which I think is really cool. Check that one out. Alex Ross is a very prominent artist. This isn't a must-have variant, but if you're a fan of his, I'll definitely consider picking that book up. Now, next book, this is kind of an interesting one. Ambassadors #1. Now, the description of this book is ordinary people from around the world present their case for why they should be one of 6 chosen to receive superpowers. Now, there are several variants of this book, which I'll show in a minute. So this is a very interesting storyline. This is definitely one of those comic books that I think may have the potential, if it becomes popular, to get picked up, optioned for some kind of TV series on Amazon Prime or Netflix. It just has that kind of feeling. I'm looking at the regular cover here, kind of cool. It looks like a character that's dressed in a South Korean outfit, some of the flag details on her costume, so that's kind of interesting. So I think this is a good book to look into. There are some other variants which I think are pretty cool. There's other characters on the cover, and it looks like they have their costume basically is representative of the country's flag. Once again, this is a great book to look into because we think it might have a chance to get optioned for some type of TV show. We always like those type of books. And it's a #1. And if anything, I think this is going to be a great story, a great read. So check it out, Ambassadors #1. Next book I'm going to talk about is X-Men Unforgiven #1. Kind of a curiosity. I saw this on the Key Collector app list of new books coming out. So the description of this book is mutants are monsters, beaten, broken, and bruised after the destruction of Spider-Man Unforgiven. The Forgiven desperately need a break, but of course, there ain't no rest for the wicked. Body parts have mysteriously started washing up on the coast of Maine, and these extraneous organs call for help from the extraordinary X-Men. But with former Bloodsucker Jubilee in tow, the team is risking more than they know. So this is like a vampire X-Men crossover book. This is a one-shot, I believe. Very interesting. There also, I think there was some previous Spider-Man Unforgiven. I just really like this cover. It's kind of got this like black neon kind of colors with Jubilee. You know, we love the X-Men here at MJZ, and this is just one of those more curiosity, maybe collection books, but I think it's definitely one to pick up. especially at cover price, $3.99. You just can't beat it. So X-Men Unforgiven 1, kind of an interesting book. Definitely check that one out. And the last new release is Action Comics 1053. This is the first appearance of the Necrohive. So this is an interesting book. The description reads, war rages on between Metropolis, two men of steel, Superman and Metallo. Metallo is obviously that robot, kind of looks like the Terminator character. If you're a fan of the Superman animated series, he was a prominent character, villain in that TV show. As Metallo's new body continues to evolve in unexpected and nightmarish ways, the voice of his operating system has been changing too, testing the limits of his sanity. Finally, when his alien tech takes on a life of its own and infects the most violent members of the Blue Earth movement, the resultant abominations target Superman's greatest strength and greatest weakness, his family, introducing the first appearance of the Necrohive. Now, this is a great looking cover, like a blood red background, kind of similar to that Venom Lethal Protector #1 from the 90s. I can't tell if this is the Necrohive on the cover. It looks like there's multiple characters that have been quote-unquote infected. They got glowing eyes. So this may be them on the cover. There are multiple variants of this book. A couple of them have Power Girl on the cover, and these are probably some of the better Power Girl covers that I've seen in a while. Definitely really cool looking, especially if you like that Power Girl look. There is a Virgin variant of the cover, which basically is the same as the regular, just without the title and the text on. I think this is another one of those books that you can get away just with the regular cover. Action Comics 1053, first appearance of the Necrohive. Seems like a very interesting appearance, storyline, so definitely check that out. And I think this is probably the book of the week. This is the one I'm going to recommend the most. Superman book, and it's got a first appearance on it. This is the one I like the best for March 29th. And the last part of the video, for you long box hunters out there, we like to go over a book that isn't a new release, something that you could find in the back issues, in the long boxes at your comic book store, maybe a flea market, something we think is maybe a little undervalued, something that maybe you can find in a comic box for $10, $5 somewhere, get some good value. First book I want to talk about is Thor 169, Silver Age book, from October of '69. This is the origin of Galactus, specifically before he actually becomes Galactus. Now, I think this is kind of a good book because sources, rumors are saying that Galactus is going to basically be hinted at, or the seeds are going to be planted in the new Guardians movie, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which is coming out very soon. And also, if you look at the comic, the Key Collector app, the Doom origin book, which is Fantastic Four Annual #2, that sells for nearly 10 times what this book sells for. Now, I know Doom may be a little bit, I know he's a fan favorite, maybe a little more popular, but you would think the Galactus origin would be kind of similar to the Doom origin book. 10 times more, though. That's such a disparity. I think this is a great value. Thor 169. I like the cover. It's Thor kind of flying through Galactus' silhouette. This is a great book. Key issues. Silver Age, so it's an old book. See if you can find this one in your long boxes. And another bonus book for you guys hunting in those long boxes is Star Wars Republic #65 from May of 2004. Now this is a triple threat, as we like to call it. Multiple appearances. We have the first appearance of Clone Commander Bly, first appearance of Barriss Offee, and first appearance of Luminara Unduli. So 2 Jedi Masters and a Clone Commander. Barriss is rumored to be showing up in the Ahsoka series that's going to be featured on Disney+. And sources are saying that a Funko Pop of Barriss has been in production that's getting ready to be released when the Ahsoka show comes out. So once again, Star Wars Republic 65, triple threat, 3 major first appearances. This is, I think, a good book to look for in the long boxes, in the back issues of your comic book store. You can probably find this one for under $20. If the comic book store has a ton of material, you might be able to steal this one in the long boxes for just a few bucks. So once again, Star Wars Republic 65, check that out. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe. We really do appreciate it. Also, check our past videos. Every Sunday we do these on the new releases, the key issues that we think are worth picking up. MJZ out.